Hi there, welcome to a passage and a poem, where in the lead up to Easter, I'm inviting you to join me for a few minutes to read a passage from the Bible that will help us as we journey towards Easter and the empty tomb, and to hear a poem that will lift our spirits and point us to Jesus. A passage and a poem. The passage, well, that's from John's Gospel. I want to read from John chapter 12, verses 1 to 11. It goes like this. 6 days before the Passover, Jesus came to Bethany, where Lazarus lived, whom Jesus had raised from the dead. Here a dinner was given in Jesus' honour. Martha served, while Lazarus was among those reclining at the table with him. Then Mary took a pint of pure nard, an expensive perfume. She poured it on Jesus' feet and wiped his feet with her hair, and the house was filled with the fragrance of the perfume. But one of his disciples, Judas Iscariot, who was later to betray him, objected. Why wasn't this perfume sold and the money given to the poor? It was worth a year's wages. He did not say this because he cared about the poor, but because he was a thief, a keeper of the money bag. He used to help himself to what was put into it. Leave her alone, Jesus said. It was intended that she should have this perfume for the day of my burial. You will always have the poor among you, but you will not always have me. Meanwhile, a large crowd of Jews found out that Jesus was there and came not only because of him, but also to see Lazarus, whom Jesus had raised from the dead. So the chief priests made plans to kill Lazarus as well, for on account of him, many of the Jews were going over to Jesus and believing in him. This is the story of Jesus being anointed in Bethany. The purpose, well, a dinner in Jesus' honour. The people, well, they included Lazarus and his sisters at the meal. There was perfume that Mary used to anoint Jesus. But there were protests from an individual, Judas, and also a crowd of Jews. So the purpose and the people and the perfume and the protests in this story will help us prepare for what's to come this week as we lead up to Easter. That's the passage, John chapter 12, verses 1 to 11. What about today's poem? Well, it might remind you of something that I mentioned in our prayers this morning, if you were part of that. It's a poem called Sofran, or The Crocus, and it's from Graham Oakes. With winter past, the hope of spring pervades our wakening air. The crocus spreads its joys abroad, a symbol of God's care. In sunshine it was laid to rest, to sleep beneath the earth, till once again the sun revives and calls it to rebirth. Its yellow head sings out for joy, held high on stem of green, but streaks of red recall to mind those friends no longer seen. Remind us, Lord, that many flowers within your kingdom grow. Though some live just one season here, your care they'll always know. The crocus rises to the light, and all its worth displays a beauty shared twixt earth and heaven, to bless us all our days. God bless you.